Hi guys! I'm back with you today to try the Studio Tech Foundation by MAC. I recently did a little MAC haul and this was one of the items that I picked up and I wanted to try it out with you guys. For reference sake, I'm in the shade NC44. Now I haven't opened it or anything, so it comes in the traditional MAC packaging. It does seem to be a little bit thicker than their normal powders. Oh, and this is how it comes inside. It has this little instructional guide that says gently remove foil, close compact securely so product does not dry out. So that's pretty cool and different. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the foil, and once that is removed, this is what it looks like. So that's NC44. So I did look up online to see how they recommend to apply this foundation, and it says to apply it with a brush. Now MAC has their own brush that they suggest that you use with it. It's the 170 synthetic brush, and it has a slant domed shape to it. I don't have that brush, so I'm going to try using my Sigma flat kabuki F80 brush. And I also have the Real Techniques buffing brush, I believe it's called. Oh, I'm sorry, it's called the Expert Face Brush. So I wanted to see if one of these two would work for me. So before I do that, I do want to prime my face. And I also have this MAC Prep and Prime that I purchased. It's called the Skin Refined Zone Treatment. So I wanted to try that out. It claims to visibly reduce the size of your pores. So, oh wow, well that's, sorry. This is what the container looks like. I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger. This is how you get the product out. My face is already moisturized, and I'm just going to put this everywhere. As you can see, my eyes are already done as well. There's a tutorial on that coming soon if it hasn't already been posted. I'm just going to take about that much. It is fairly runny, and I'm going to, let's put this on my T-zone. It dries fairly quickly, even though it is very liquidy and runny. It's already dry on my face. I would go in with a different primer on top of this, but I'm not going to for sakes of just seeing how this guy works on its own. And I always use primer before doing foundation. Always. Because this girl right here is an oily grease ball. So yeah, I got to prime my face. So now I'm going to go ahead and go in with the foundation. Again, I'm going to use my F80 kabuki brush to go in. I'm just going to dab in there. So this is a cream product, so it's fairly thick. This is either going to be awesome or a complete disaster. Let's try. The color, I need to, it looks fairly orange. And it is super duper thick. I don't know how I like this brush. Let me use the Expert Face Brush by Sigma. It's a little bit more flexible. The F80 is super duper dense. So maybe this one will be a little bit easier to blend with. I just don't know if I like the color. Ooh. Like I said, this is either going to be fantastic or a complete and utter nightmare. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what we get. And I thought it was going to have more coverage. And it's very sheer. Not, I mean, super duper sheer, but it's just applying the color, but I can still see through it, which is kind of odd. I mean, I could probably, I'm not sure if you guys, sorry. I don't know about this, guys. I don't know how I feel about this little guy here. That, I believe, is one layer on my face, and I was expecting more, I think, out of it. Let's go in with a little bit more. I'm going to kind of push this into my skin now to see if I can build up the coverage like that. I just think it's not, I don't know. Oh, Lord. And MAC has, I don't know, there's some foundations that they don't have all the colors in, and others that they do. And I purchased this online, so obviously I wasn't matched. I just used what I would normally use. But clearly, I feel like it has like a different undertone in it. I don't know if I like this, guys. Well, I feel like I look a little Oompa Loompa-ish. I don't know if it's coming off on camera, but I feel like I look a little Oompa Loompa-ish. Let me just drag this down my neck a little bit because the color difference is kind of bothering me a little bit, just a little bit. Okay. So, and as it says, it does come with a sponge. I will say that. It also comes with comes with a sponge. But it says to apply it with a brush, which is why I applied it with a brush. I mean, the other thing is that I would like to see how it works with like a beauty blender, but for now, I'm just gonna make sure I close it tight. It's good and closed. I mean, once summer comes around and I get a little bit darker, this may be perfect color, so I won't return it for the color. But yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face, and then I will be back to show you how everything applied on top of it. Okay, be back in a second. All right, guys, so all I did was conceal under my eyes, highlight, and then set everything that I highlighted. I wanted to come back on camera and just set the rest of my face with this Studio Sculpt powder. No, not the Studios. No, not this one. I wanted to set my face with the Skinfinish Natural MAC Mineralize powder in medium tan. This is what the packaging looks like. And if I can get this open. And then this is what the powder looks like. Now the powder might actually lighten up the foundation a little bit, which might work out pretty good. I'm going to use my MAC 150 brush, which is just this big powder brush. And I always set my foundation. Again, greasy mess pot over here. So I always set. I like this. It's very, very light, which is good when you already have cake face. All right. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is use the Studio Sculpt. Now I picked this up in the color Dark Deep because I wanted to see if I could contour with it. Now I don't know, it might be a little, I don't know. Let's see. This is the packaging. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Now, it might be a tad bit orangey, but maybe I can bronze with this. And what I think what it said was that online when I read it was that it was kind of like gel-like. So, I don't know. A gel to powder type of thing. I mean, it doesn't feel gel-like, it feels powder-like. But let's just see what it looks like. I'm going to grab this no-name brush. I have no idea where it's from. It just looks like this. Looks kind of like it could be used for a blush brush, but I'm gonna see what I can do with this here. I don't know, guys. I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe if the foundation wasn't so orangey to me, in my opinion, I don't know. I feel like it's just a little, it makes me look a little bit more orangey. I don't know how I feel about this. Does this come with a brush too? No, this does not have a sponge inside of it. I don't know how I feel about this, guys. I'm gonna take a bigger, fluffier brush. This is the Delium 992 little short guy. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Now I'm just kind of bronzing my face, right? Because clearly this is not contouring. I don't think I like this. Okay. Well, we don't know what we like until we try it, right? All right, well, let me just add some powder over that, and I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild contouring palette. I'm gonna use that dark shade with the same brush, and this is in the color Caramel Toffee. I'm just gonna kind of set that, even though that wasn't really like a cream, but I don't know. All right. I am going to, do I have anything that I can highlight with? I think I have so much stuff going on my cheeks right now that I'm not going to put on any blush. Do I want blush? 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 Maybe I do want a little bit of blush. You know what? I purchased a little blush, one of those refillable pots, you know, little pans, and I got this in the color Sunbasque. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and put it on my cheeks just for a little, I don't know, a little something something. And I'm going to use my Sonia Kashuk blush brush. And I'm just going to put that a little bit right there. Just a little bit. Just to kind of blend it into the bronzer there, I guess. It's a bronzer because it was definitely not a contour with all that orangey stuff going on. The next thing I'm going to do is highlight my face, and I'm just going to use, you know what? Let's just kind of keep the MAC trend going here. I'm going to pull out my let's use my Soft and Gentle MAC highlighter here. I'm gonna take, I think this is a I don't know what this is. This is just a fan brush. I don't remember the brand. I apologize. I'm gonna take some of this, like this, and I'm gonna hit my cheekbones. To add a little glow. Well, who's kidding? I'm gonna add a lot of glow. What I didn't do was contour my nose, which I'm just gonna take the other Wet n Wild contouring palette, which is in the shade Dulce de Leche, and I'm gonna take that brown shade with my NARS Eda brush. Now this one is super powdery. I still use it because I love the color, the shade. So my camera cut off while I was highlighting. So all I did was highlight. I highlighted my cheeks, which you guys saw. Then I highlighted, oh actually I was contouring my nose, right? So I contoured my nose, I highlighted my nose and my cupid's bow and my inner eye corners. And now the finishing touch is setting my face, and I'm going to set it with L'Oreal Infallible Makeup Extender Setting Spray. Give this guy a little shake. And take a bath. Okay. So now that that's done, I'm going to be putting on some lipstick. MAC. And this is an amplified cream lipstick in the color Cosmo. I'm going to line my lips first. This is the color, Cosmo. That's what it looks like. And I'm going to first line my lips with MAC Soar. I haven't made this into a lip color. It's a pretty color. And now Cosmo. And there you have the finished look, guys. It turned out okay. It was a little bit shaky there for a minute. I don't know how I feel about the foundation yet. I'm gonna wear it a couple more times. I'm gonna wear it for the rest of the day and see how it turns out. But for the most part, I mean, I think we were able to manage and make do. This lipstick is super duper creamy. I'm a big fan of liquid lipsticks, so this is a nice change. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll keep you guys posted on my final thoughts regarding this foundation after I wear it a few more times and for the rest of the day today. And just thank you so much for tuning in, and until my next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.